I'm Cam Gillespie and you're watching Cooking with Cam. I'm coming to you from beautiful Deep Creek Lake in Western Maryland, where I own a lovely bed and breakfast called Haley Farm. You should check us out sometimes because we were just awarded the Best in the Mid-Atlantic by bedandbreakfast.com for 2009 and 2010. Anyway, today I'm going to make you our signature dish, which is the blueberry soufflé. I've saved it for episode 3, and I've literally had standing ovations when I come and bring this to the table. I created it about 15 years ago, and it's very, very popular. So here's a list of the ingredients. So we're going to start out by taking our dish and spraying it so that it doesn't stick. And then we start out with some bread. So we start out with about this much at a time, and we want to trim the edges. So, and you can use these later if you want to for making breadcrumbs. You don't have to throw them away or feed them to the birds. So this is what it'll look like. Then we want to cut this into cubes like this. And we need to do about 1.5 loaves. You can use other kind of breads. You can use French bread, Italian bread. So this is what it's going to look like. So you can see we're going to need at least that 1.5 loaves. So I'm going to do some more of this and get back to you. So once you have about this much bread in your dish, we're ready to add the cream cheese. So I'm opening an 8-ounce cream cheese here, and I'm just going to put it into little pieces and spread it over the bread. I'm going to get every little crevice as much as you can. So this is about the right size. And it'll melt in the oven and spread all over. This is the last of my cream cheese, and you can see I've got it evenly spread out. And I'm now ready to add my blueberries. I don't have fresh blueberries today, so I'm going to use jam. So you have that option always. Okay, so now I'm going to add the jam to the dish and just spread it over. You don't have to cover it over totally, but just like this. I'll show you in a minute when it's all done. So this is about enough blueberry jam, and then I'm ready to add my next layer of bread. I'm ready to add the eggs. We'll just put them in this container, and we need 12 eggs for this dish. Almost there. I got my whisk ready. So I'm going to start whisking these eggs. Just make sure you have all the egg yolks broken before you add any other ingredients. Looks like that's ready. My eggs are now whisked, and I'm ready to add in the syrup. So I'm going to add a little bit less of the syrup because I used the blueberry jam, which already has sugar in it, and a little splash of vanilla. And now I'm going to add the milk. You should be measuring all this because I've done this so many times that I sort of know by sight, but you should really be measuring yours. So I have my milk in here now, and I'm going to add the egg mixture into here. You have to be careful because it will spill over if you're not careful. So I start in the middle, and then I'm going to pat it down. Also, it depends on how dry your bread was. If it was dry, you'll need a little bit more. So just keep adding the mixture until all the bread is soaked up. And I have it on this little baking tray so that I don't spill it over, and also it's a good idea to leave that in the oven so if there is a spill, it will spill onto that and not into your oven. So hopefully I judged this correctly. If not, you can add a little bit more milk at the end if it's still dry. So now I'm ready to cover it, and I've got my foil ready. I'm going to put it in the oven for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And after 45 minutes, I'm going to take it out of the oven and remove the foil and put it back for another 30 minutes. So once it's been in the oven for about 40 minutes, I'm going to remove the foil. This is what it looks like after we remove the foil, and I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 30 minutes. I have one here that I had baked earlier, and it's a little smaller than this one, but you can see how nice and brown it is. It's all fluffy, and I'm going to add some powdered sugar on top. Here's my powdered sugar. It just makes it look pretty. And you serve this with the hash brown casserole that we showed you in episode 1, and we usually at Haley Farm we serve it with homemade sausage. So there you are, blueberry souffle. I'd love to hear from you. You can leave me feedback on this website or on haleyfarm.com or on my social networks. So until next time, this is Cam Gillespie, and you've been watching Cooking with Cam.